I'm working with people that were production assistants, that were coordinators when I was starting off as a mixer, and I was so nervous, and they were also just starting, and now we're all like, and I see them move up, and now they're like their first ADs, and they're producers, and they're executive producers, and they're owning companies, and it's just like oh my God, I'm like, we're all just so grateful. We're like, I remember when you were starting. I remember this, I remember that. And it's just like so, I don't know, endearing, I guess would be the word. I don't know, there's just nothing like it. There is nothing like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like it's really admirable too because, it can happen really quickly, but in a timeline, like it takes a lot of time and work and a lot of effort. And especially because these jobs are really demanding, like of your everything. Like you have to like, and my dad always like tried to teach me this when I was little, but like your life is about sacrifices. And there's like a lot of things that I feel like I've had to, sacrifice a little bit. Like while I'm working full time on a job, it's really hard for me to go see my family and to like see my friends and, to do these things. But like if you want to get to that level, like you have to make those sorts of sacrifices. But that's on a professional level. Like this is what you're doing for your life. And I couldn't be any happier than to I don't feel like it doesn't feel like a sacrifice because I love it so much. And like I know that I love it because I'm sitting here and I'm like missing work so much. These past couple weeks have been so difficult because like also I've been watching like shows that I know that people have worked on, and I watched the season finale of High Maintenance for season 4. And at the very last, like at the exiting shot where they're doing the credits, they just do like a long, it's usually a slow motion shot while they roll the credits, and it's something to do with that what happened in the episode. It's just like a funny little thing. And in the last episode of the final season, like all of my PA friends were in the shot, and I just watched all of them walk by, and I just had this like huge sense of joy. And I'm like, I know them, like I've worked with them, like oh my God, I gotta text them and tell them I watched that. Like that was awesome. Oh, and it made my heart like fly and hurt at the same time because I was like, I just want to be working. And also like I don't feel like I was getting a break. Like even the show that I was working on, they took like a couple hiatuses, like a couple like 1 or 2 week hiatuses just for like because we switched our units, so like another New York unit was coming in while like the main unit was going abroad. So we took like a 2 week off. But like like this is how crazy I am, and this is how much I love this industry. I worked almost every day in those 2 weeks. Like I reached out to other PAs that I know, and I was just like, "Hey, I'm available for these 2 weeks." I took like 2 days off, and like one was to go to a museum and like a daytime rave, and then the other one was just like I since I had worked the whole full week before, I was like, "I need to just take some time off." And my friend was like, "I want you Wednesday and Thursday." I was like, "Pick one day." Like that's how I talk to people now. I'm just like, "You can't have me for 2 days, pick one day." But he's like a buddy of mine. Like that's how I can talk to him, and like you create these relationships with people. And also like that was when I was working on FBI, I met him. And then like the key PA left, and he was like he was the unit PA first, and then he was like, I don't like locations, I want to switch departments. So they like switched him over to the AD department. He was the PA. Then the DGA trainee left to go work on a different show. So there's a DGA program in New York, and like a trainee program, and it basically like cuts your due time in half, and they give you shows to work on, but it's like a very selective process of like who they pick. There's only like I don't know 20 people or so let into the program, and then you work on a show. They give you a show to work on, and then you get like a staff position. So basically you learn all the staff positions, and I think you only do it for like 2 or 3 years, and then you pay your dues, and then you bump up to a second AD. So we had the DGA trainee that was on this job. He left. He was the walkie PA. So my friend then like snuck into the walkie PA position. And then the key PA left, and they were like, all right, I guess Oscar's going to do it. Like Oscar's my buddy. He's like, all right. So then he just became the key PA of the show. And he like wasn't prepared to do it, anything like that. So then season 2 happens. They have another key PA. She broke her ankle, so she left. So they were just like, hey, Oscar, do you want to key again? And he's like, oh, fine. Like, so now whenever I need work, I just text him. I'm like, are you keying something? Because you always just end up the key of things. Like, but he's a good good friend of mine now. So whenever I text him for work, I'm always like, one day, just pick one and I will come work to you, but it's just to say hi to everybody.
It's very rewarding to be on all these shows and you pick up these relationships with people that will last for 20, 30 years.
And it's funny too because like this time it's so funny to think about how much time I spend with these people and how they just become like part of your family. And then like it's so nice during this time also to just check in on people, just check in on them. It's not like we have to have a super long conversation, but it's just like I know that I would be spending time with them because of work. And then when we're working on different shows, we're so busy in our other lives. But then if I work on another show with them, it's like brothers and sisters. Like it's really like having family because you just work so hard and so long together. And like honestly, for me also, like my work is like some therapy to me also. Like if something's going on in my life and I have like a good relationship with everybody, like I know who I can go to talk to about certain things just because they've opened up about their lives to me. So if I'm having like family trouble or something my boss said that like kind of irritated me or didn't sit well with me, anything, I can like find people to go talk to. And it doesn't even have to be people. And it's never like I'm never talking shit, but I'm just like, how did you get over this when this happened? Or like, what advice would you give me because I didn't like the way that that interaction went? And I just have people that I can like confide in about that and help me grow really.